clients that ask me about working with themselves with their issues and how they go about that, or when they have emotions come up that they want to release. So what I thought today is I would actually go through a process of me working through one of my issues at the moment. Now, to do that, I like to use a pen and paper. If I'm actually sitting down for a session with myself, I sit down with a pen and paper and I write a few things out. So I'm just going to pause for a minute, I'm going to focus on my issue, I'm going to write a few things out, and then I will let you know where we go from there. So what I realised is there was lots for me to work on, but what I've come down to is my intention for this session today is to work around my writing. Whenever I have to answer emails, or I've got to write a description of something for someone, I've got to write for my website, I always avoid it and I put it off as long as I can. Now, over the time I have got better with that, but I still don't just jump in. I find that I don't know what to say, and that I'm scared of hurting other people's feelings. Like one of the things at the moment is I'm getting a website, a new website up and happening, and I don't really know what I'm doing. That's a given. But what happens is when I try and write an email to the person that is putting the website together for me, they get confused and they don't understand where I'm coming from, and I get really frustrated and annoyed with myself that I can't express myself through the written word. So that's what I've got written down in front of me, and when I'm saying all this, for me, when I'm saying all this, I get a feeling in my stomach. I just get that real frustration. So I'm just going to focus on that, and then I tap and I just say releasing and letting go all my frustration. I actually get pissed off more than frustrated. I get really annoyed with myself. I get confused. They get confused. No one can understand me. I find that people misunderstand what I write. When I'm speaking, I'm very blunt and to the point. Most people know that about me, but I write like that as well. And they haven't got the body language or the tone of the voice or the different things that we communicate in person rather than in the written word. Okay, grab the wrist, taking a deep breath. Peace. Now I'm just coming up with, I really hate writing. And I'm trying to find all these shortcuts out of ways of writing. I think it's amazing that videos becoming the in thing with YouTube, and you're putting your videos up and people are listening to you. Of course, I had to tap out a whole heap of other stuff to get that to happen, but that's happening now, and I'm really pleased with that, because communicating via video is so much better than by the written word. I worry about my spelling mistakes. My spelling's not real good. It's a lot better than it used to be, but it's not real good. Makes me feel dumb and stupid that I can't spell things and I can't sound things out. Okay, on the wrist, take a big deep breath. Blow it out. Now, as you'll see, I'm basically just babbling. Whatever's coming up, I'm letting it out. And with all that talking it out, the feelings are attached to it. So, okay, so now I've got still that dumb feeling, being criticised, always getting it wrong, being judged. I hate writing. I just hate it. I get a real tension in my hand when I pick up a pen, and I have worked on that before, but that's still there. Why can't I just talk to people? And I remember, so memories popping in now, when I first started youth work, I was recommended for the job, and someone said that that I'd make a good youth worker, and I said, oh, I don't know about that. And then my words were, if I could talk about it if I could talk and just get paid, I'd do that. And they said, well, that's all you have to do. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll do it. But they tricked me. When I got there, you had to write case notes. And I really didn't like the case notes. I really struggled with them. We had to write down everything that happened in great detail. And I didn't like it. I don't like writing. I hate writing. Okay, big deep breath. Peace. I find 1,000 different ways to get out of writing. I spend half my day looking at ways that I can get out of writing. I hate writing. It frustrates me, it annoys me, makes me feel dumb and stupid and sad. I hate writing. Grab the wrist, take a deep breath. So the more into that I'm getting, the more emotional I'm getting. There was a bit of a memory there, and for me, I don't get many images, but I get a knowing. And that knowing was that my parents couldn't read and write properly, and they were my teachers in the very early years, you know, before kindergarten, or I don't even know whether I went to kindergarten. But I do remember Mum being very frustrated herself because she couldn't read or write, and she's trying to teach me to read or write, and she certainly couldn't sound out words. And I still can't sound out words. If I see a new word, I need to have someone say it, and if it's really unusual, that still doesn't work. But if it's just a common word and I've heard it before and now I've seen it, I normally can remember, but I can't sound out words properly. I can't sound things out properly. Okay, big deep breath. Now I'm going to my peaceful space. I'm really going to make sure I get peaceful. To me, mine's just an imaginary place. I'm on this greeny knoll. It's where I grew up, a paddock next door. And I'm standing with my arms in the air and being showered with golden light, and it's like it's showering little golden sparkles all over me. And peace. Okay, so, and I advise you to do that as well, because, you know, just saying peace, it's the bad, the good that creates the collapse. So it's about getting into that peaceful space as well, rather than just saying peace, you know. Really get yourself into that space. So now I'm going to go back to the writing and how I hate writing. And what I keep saying, or what keeps, I can't express myself in words, the written word. So releasing and letting go, this belief, this long-held belief, I can't express myself in words. I just can't. Releasing and letting go. I can't express myself in words. Okay, grabbing the wrist, deep breath. Peace. I've still got some of that there, I can still sense it. I can't express myself in words. I'm not articulated enough. Releasing and letting go. I'm not articulate. Releasing and letting go. For an articulated person, non-articulated person, that's a big word. Big deep breath. Okay, I find it really difficult to express myself in words. I don't know where to start when I'm writing. And I've been told many times to just start, and if ever that happens, it works. But it's just getting started. It's just getting that pen to paper. This is the writer's block of a email, not a book, just a writer's block for an email. Releasing and letting go. all my ridiculous feelings. Okay, grab the wrist, take a deep breath. And there's also, I got an email from a beautiful friend the other day, and she's had some really sad news. So there's also, when I put it off, I just get really angry with myself. You know, now it's been a couple of days, and now I feel even bad that I haven't replied by now. So I just get overwhelmed with all the feelings of, I guess, shame and embarrassment. Why haven't I wrote back? It's been a couple of days, and I keep thinking, how can I ring her? She's not in Australia, but I need to make a time to ring her so I can tell her how sad I am for her, and let her know that I'm thinking of her. But instead, I just avoid writing. All that could be done in an email if she would have got it 2 days ago. But while I fluff around, time ticks by. Grabbing the wrist. Taking a big deep breath in. I'm really angry with myself that this keeps happening, that it keeps showing up in so many areas of my private life and my business. It's really impacting my life. I can't write. I hate writing. I hate being judged and criticised and corrected. And even though at times when I'm in a good space, I can laugh at that, along with the best of them, but sometimes I can't. Grab the wrist, take a deep breath. And peace. There's still quite a lot of emotions coming up around my eyes. I feel quite sad, ashamed that I can't write, embarrassed, humiliated. I haven't as such got any particular memories coming up. Most people think memories are just images and, you know, they're always looking for the memories. But all these feelings that I'm feeling are memories. I don't know what particular memories, but I know they're sad. So I'm just going to release and let go. All that sadness. Okay, grabbing the wrist, taking a deep breath. Peace, making sure I get to that peaceful space. So I see myself up on the grassy knoll, just being showered with all them gold sparks.